Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So, I started the video and was gonna add these flowers to the tree. And then once I started doing it, I hated it. So I took them off and I had some of this green paint left that was on here, as you can see. And I think my camera's a little off here today. Come on, just stay there. I don't want to put more tape on you, buddy. Like it turns, like I have it set right and then it turns. So what I did was I took some of the green because I want this to be kind of mossy. So I'm using the Folk Art HD visual texture. I don't know if Deco Art has anything like this. Um, Not to my knowledge or that I've seen. Maybe I just missed it, but I love this. And it's like a acrylic paint, but thicker. It adds a little bit of texture, and I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paintbrush here and I'm going to dry it. I don't want to really water that down too much. You know what? I'm going to use my hand. I'm just going to use my hand. And I'm just going to kind of put this in here a little bit and then go over it with a little bit of lighter green just to give it some dimension. But I want this to be mossy down here. And I thought I had moss. I used to have moss because I made a doll with moss a while back. But apparently it's not in here or it's downstairs. Either way, it's not doing me no good here. So I'm going to do this because I want that texture. And I'm okay with it kind of running up there a little bit. It's kind of what I want, lightly on my fingers. And then I'll just pull it down. Now you can see here, I'm just pulling some paint off of here, still wet, and just kind of pulling it down. Now what I did was also, because I let it dry and then I came back, and it's a big old thing, so let me just explain. I can see right here this needs glued a little bit more, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll glue when I'm done or when I'm nearly done. All I did was I took some paintable Deco Art Dimensional Effects paintable texture paste, Cal, and I put it on here, and then I ran the handle of the paintbrush through it to give it some lines and all, which I'll bring it up closer so you guys can see it in a minute, and then let that dry. And now I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to touch this kind of all over because I don't want her to, I want her to be a bit mossy. Not assy, mossy, or both. Maybe I'm assy today. I don't know. All right. Okay. And I'm just running and running. My fingers through and then just kind of adding it on there. Just to add a little bit of something. And you can always use more. You can just use your regular acrylic paint as well. I don't know exactly what I'm doing for her face or anything yet, but I just want it to kind of run through, but this I want it a little bit lighter. And I'm going to add a little bit of the brown sugar Americana multi-surface satin. I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and just kind of run it through a little bit just so we don't lose it all. That brown underneath, it just kind of looks like it's coming through and just kind of covering it. That's still wet a little bit, but let me see if the light, because I have a lot of light on in here. So you can see a little bit better there. I'll hold it up in a second. But you can definitely see it a little bit better because the light's really, I can't see better, but I don't know, for whatever reason, this room gets the worst light. Okay. And then I have that kind of through. And like I said, I wanted that all through. So I have that. And that I'm happy with. I have some hemp that I'm deciding what I want to do with because I wanted it to kind of go around. I don't know yet. I really don't know. And I want to do some leaves up here. So I know I have a stamp of leaves. I do. got this in a random act of kindness. I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to use, what can I use? I'll just use the back of this glue, which I'll show you in a second. It's not going to stick. Nope, I'm not going to stick there. It's not going to stick. All right, I'll use my fingers. It's all right. Now let me find some green. Blues. Okay, I'll do this. I know, I'm still here. I know, I'm so organized. I'm just going to take a shipping tag. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. Okay, I'm going to take a shipping tag. I'm going to take this little leaf and I'm going to take my marker. All right. This is just a black marker. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to stamp it. And then lift it up. I'm going to do several of these. And then I can cut them out. Which I don't like to fussy cut, but sometimes you got to. It'll just give me the basic shape of it. I can even color them in on here and then cut them out. So I probably won't be doing this on camera. But I'll kind of show you the steps. And if you have an ink pad, use that. I mean, it would be easier if I could find my acrylic blocks and my ink. But I want it to be a little 3D. Like, I don't want to necessarily just stamp on them. I want something to glue down. At least I think I do. Maybe I won't. I don't know. All right, a couple more. Okay, I'll do that one down there now. Okay. So with that, I'm going to take probably colored pencil. I'm going to grab a colored pencil. Now I used waterproof ink. It was Faber-Castell. So you want to make sure, even though it's, you know, it doesn't run, I want to dry it. But if you don't have it, then don't worry about it. Use whatever you have. You just kind of want to have a general idea of the leaves. And then I'm going to just take a colored pencil and I'm going to go in and kind of color it. And what I can do is once I color these and cut them out, I can then take some glitter if I want to glitter it up, or some paint, acrylic paint, if I don't want the black coming through. I'm okay with that right now, but it might not look good when I put it on. So, and let me give you a little tip. If you're using colored pencil, any colored pencil, and you're sitting and you have your hair dryer or your heat gun near you, hit it with it because it makes it go on so much smoother. Obviously, the paper's wet, right? The paper's hot, rather. So when you touch this on, you get a much smoother application. Which, if you're doing faces and all that kind of stuff, it's right on. Maybe I'll do a face with the colored pencils next. It just helps you shade and, you know, do your thing. Now I'm putting this color all over, even the black part of it, because ultimately, you know, I want that to be green over there too, but it might not matter once it's on. So see, that's all I did. Nothing major. But I'm not going to cut this out right this second because it'll take me forever. Who the heck wants to watch that? Alright, so let me just get back to her. I'm going to do a face on her real quick. I'm going to use my marker. Now I got this really good pen. I don't know what I did with it. It's so good that I was using it everywhere and I cannot find it. Oh, I don't want to use you. I don't want to use that. This is still wet. I don't want to use, that's a pen. I don't want to use, what don't I want? I don't want to use it. I just don't want to use it. Oh, water-soluble pencils I don't want to use right now. Because I don't, that I like to outline with, and I might use green to do it. But for her, I might just do the whole, you know, I'm obsessed with it. See, I'm going to have to use paint because it's not dry yet. I get too excited to do things, and I don't wait for things to dry. It's just my nature. All right, let me get gray or black. Pewter is that pewter silver? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. It's all right, though. It'll work. It's just gray. Okay. That is what I want. Oh my god, if I corner myself any more into this, I just have thing after thing after thing. Am I the only one that does that? I just corner myself in everywhere. Then I can't find my delicious paintbrushes that I use all the time. Alright, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to turn it to a point. So I have a point. Can you see? That's the point. And then I'm going to go in and line. And line over here. And then, what kind of nose? Just going to do a little nose for now. These little turn. I know it looks silly now because she has no hair, but that's all right. We're going to give her hair. And I'll work with all these a little later to get them exactly what I want, but I'm just going to give her little lips. And then I can draw in eyelashes and all that, so I'm good with that. This I'm not happy with. I just want you to stay. I've tried sticking it down twice. And it just doesn't want to listen to me. Alright, so I can have that in so I know what that is. And now to figure out her hair. That's what I want the moss for. I want that delicious, you know, like the green moss, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to probably glue this on and then I can put flowers in it, maybe. Yeah. Let's try it because why not? I might be starting over again. And I'm going to go around her head, start at the end. And this glue dries clear, so you don't have to worry. Kind of want like a nest. In my head, it looks like a nest. What it's going to look like here, I can't tell you. Can't tell you. Okay. Come on, I hate not having strength. It really sucks. Okay, we're getting there. Because what I want now is to find my scissors because I just had them here and I put them somewhere else. Oh, Kelly. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off. Yeah, I want that to stay up here if it would do me the pleasure. And then I'm going to cut little small pieces to go inside. Because even though there'll be flowers and stuff, who knows what else I'll put in there, but it'll be full. And I don't have to sit and play around too much with the longer pieces, hoping that they're going to do what I want them to do. And I have a contest going on right now for water-soluble Neo 2 water-soluble crayons. I'll put the link down below, and you guys can go check it out. You can enter every day, and there's just a few things that you do to enter. You have to be subbed to me on YouTube, and a couple other things that you can do. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that now. It looks funny because of the white, but it's gonna be gone. A little bit here, glue. Yeah, stick that down. Now I want to put the flowers on there, but I don't know if I want bright flowers or not. Maybe I do. Let me try to stick these bad boys on here now. I can always recolor them. I don't want the big ones, I just want the small ones. Yeah. How about a hot pink one? And a white one. They're like impatience. All right, cut off there, baby. And a purple. Okay. Let's see how this works. Let me just put some glue everywhere. So lay them down. And I'm going to put white here and purple. And these are just the start of what I'm going to do. Because like I said, I might even put glitter on them, or I might even color them different. Who knows? But at least they'll be sticking down. I just want her to have that. The face, I got to work with and think about what I want to do. Because I'm not digging this closed eyes on this. I might want bigger. I might not even want eyes. I might just leave it blank with maybe lips on. I don't know. I don't know. It'll take me a minute. All right. Now I know I need another one up there. What color? We'll do a small white one up there. No, I already have a white one there. Color, color. Give me some color. How about this mauve one? Kind of matches the mauve in here. All right. All right. I just talked to myself. Me and the dog. Okay, and then I'm going to do the white one up here. I know it's kind of, I'm going to have to color it probably because I don't want two whites there, but it's not going to hurt nothing. Nothing for now. Probably going to add some shimmer. Okay, that's good for that. For now. The face, that's going to have to, I'm going to have to do something with that. Then what I want to do is probably going to put leaves. But I got to cut the leaves out. Let me cut one out to see how it's going to work before I even bother. Things work in my head, but they don't work sometimes when and I'm just taking the little stem off, which I'll show you. I'm not going to add the stem in. Although you can. I'm just not going to. See, I want to have these leaves sticking all around, but I want them to be a little brighter. All right, she's getting there. She's getting there. I don't know. Thought I'd be done today, but it's not working out that way. I think because I have so many things I want to do, and glue takes forever to dry. Drives me insane. Drives me insane. Might even hit it with the green I used on here on the other side, maybe. Wish I had green felt. I don't think I have green felt left, but I might look before I glue these down though. Because green felt with like the stamp on it might be good. A good thing too, because it adds texture. But who knows? We'll see. I don't know. I gotta think about this one. I gotta think about it. So I'm gonna set this one aside, save those leaves, and I'm gonna work on this for a few minutes rather than just stopping right now. Okay, I gotta take that out. This. Now, a lot of you guys gave me such wonderful suggestions. Like I said, my envision of it was her floating in water. And I don't know if that's coming off like that. And I'm not really digging up here. So I'm going to start with some blue to do a sky. I'm going to do it like blue and gray with like clouds. And then kind of leave the water here. I don't know how that's going to look. But I'm going to go for it because what's the point of just wondering, right? So I'm just going to do a little bit of blue. Some of you guys liked the background. Some of you guys didn't. Some of you guys said do the sky. I have a flower stuck here to my... Yeah, stick here, buddy. Go here. Let's put your flower there. So let's see what we can do. And I sealed it so that gray underneath isn't going to come up. It is going to help me enhance it. You know, with that gray underneath, which I kind of like. So I'm just using some of my fluid acrylic from DecoArt. So I made it blue. I want it a little bluer, so I'm going to layer a little bit more on. To kind of get it a little bit more opaque. This stuff dries fast. Okay. And then all right, I'm okay with that. I'm not digging the black lines. So I'm going to have to get a darker blue. But you know what I think I'm going to try? My DecoArt Media Shimmer Mister in turquoise. Let me see. I'm going to shake it. I'm going to open it. And take some of this blue off of here. And see. And then close it again because I spill everything. Let's see if I can get this on here to cover up some of that. I just want some of that darkness in there. But I don't know if that's going to work. It stained my paintbrush. I know I want this to be darker around here, which I might have to use a darker blue than either one of these. I'm going to wet it a second, see? All right, now I need a darker blue. True blue might be too dark. Blue Lagoon is too baby blue. Sky Blitz. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Because it's kind of gray, but it's blue gray. So maybe it'll blend in a bit. We'll see. I'm not going to worry about it because I can throw modeling paste on the back, you know, on this part up here if I want, and just start it over if I don't like it. But I like taking the challenge of trying to go over things that I did, because I like having all those colors. It's like what the mixed media is, you know? Like, even though I'm not going to show all the colors I had on there, some of them I want to come up. If that makes sense. Just kind of dry brushing it on a little bit. Okay. Kind of go over that too. Because I've looked at the sky, and when there's blue or when it's getting ready to storm, it has all these beautiful colors. I don't necessarily want them to be beautiful colors, but because my whole vibe of this. But it's funny because when I started this, I was quite miserable. So I really didn't want to change the sky because it really was what I was feeling at the time. But I thought I'd try the background. And I'm going to black it out like I normally do. So I want those colors in there. I'm going to take a little bit of this gray. And kind of pull it through. Okay. Pull it from both sides. Now I'm thinking, I might just go for it, of changing this down here to the same kind of colors up here. And then just making it like she's drowning in water. And that's what I'm doing. Because I don't necessarily want that to be the sky. I want her to be drowning. And although in black and gray it looks good, but today I feel like doing it in color. So I'm just going to kind of play and see what we come up with. Because everything can be changed back. I can drip more tears if I want. And I'm just going to kind of go in here, which I probably will drip a little bit more tears, since this might cover it up a bit and I want it to be on top. Okay, so I'm going to lay the gray down. I'm going to rinse off my brush. Why you guys sit and watch me paint is beyond me. You guys have to get bored. You have to. This is cobalt teal. And I'm just going to kind of run it in. And drag it. Okay. Now I gotta hit it with the gun because I want to put colors on top. I know. to use this blue. I like this paintbrush because it's flimsy. And let me show you what I mean. Can you see how like long the bristles are? But they're flimsy. Craft Smart 1.5 inch is what it's called. So that must be Michael's. But I like it because it just kind of, I can hold it up at the handle and just do my thing. And it's just, water is like a million different colors. So I just want to bring a little bit of everything in. And lightly go over the tears because I'm going to do those again. Okay. Now I need some, I wonder if I use too much in my head today. I've realized. Really too much in my head. I went a dark line there. Did I get, let me see, maybe I'll use my Stabilo in dark blue. Let me see what I can do here. It's kind of what I want. Just a little bit of this kind of in here too. Like I'm wet. And run it through, and then I'll go with some white. I'm going to pull some up here too, just to add a little bit of, I see it's not dry up there all the way yet, but, or I could throw everything all over the place because why not? Because I can. All right, I rinse the brush out. Let me dry the brush. All right, so first I'm gonna do these, and you can see it bubbling up a bit because it's a satin color I'm using it on, which means there's a little bit of gloss in there. So it does react different when you're using your watercolor pencils than on this paint than others. It's, you just go with it. It's just a different kind of thing, but it doesn't bother anything. It just makes it different. But I like I can move it around and do what I want. I'm just gonna pull it through. I just want those like spikes of color with that blue. Okay, I don't know why it won't stay here, but I'm gonna put this in there. Okay, and then I want to take my marker because I mean my pencil, or you can use a marker. I'm going to trace the head and then activate it because I want it to be dark there. And then just kind of brush it. But I can always add white there too. And I like this down here, the way it's puddling on the paint. But I want to spread it out a little bit. Don't necessarily want that on there all the time. But I'm definitely going to have to let that dry. Definitely let it dry now. I'm liking it a little bit better. I like the way that the face is like gray and that kind of thing, and then it's against the blue, so I'm digging that a lot better actually. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot better. So that's going to be all I do on these two today. Thought I'd be able to get them done, but honestly my head is just, I have a splitting headache today, and I have things I have to do and things I want to do, and you know, we always have to do the things we don't want to do. And all I want to do is sit and paint today and play. So that's where I am with that. But I am digging this so far. Definitely digging it. What did I do with my sprays? Here we go. So I'm going to leave them dry, and then we'll see where we go from there. And I'm going to cut these out later and then do them on my thing. Maybe I'll make them out of clay maybe instead. I don't know. I'm going to decide. But as always, be kind to each other. You'll never know what somebody else's battle that they are fighting. And thank you for sitting with me to go through this. This is ridiculous that you sit. It's not ridiculous. I'm thrilled, but it wasn't very exciting today. Because I just don't feel that well. What color are you? I forgot I dropped something. I dropped my woodland green that I wanted to use. Huh. Oh, I guess I'll be using this. Alright guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.